I want to talk about body stress. Now, right now you're sitting there and you have body stress as well. It might be in your upper back, it could be in your neck, it could be in the back of your skull, it could be over your chest, it could be in your stomach, it could be in your lower back or your feet. So body stress is a form of tension or tightness that accumulates from many different stressors over time. So it could be from injury, it could be from surgery, ankle sprains, falling on your knee, falling on your tailbone, getting hit in the head with something, whiplash injuries, you name it. I mean, I remember as a child, I was very curious about things, so I wanted to see, I had a BB gun, and I wanted to see what it would feel like actually to shoot my toe. Don't ask me why I wanted to do that, but that was a big mistake. Actually, I wanted to shoot my toe and see if I could pull my foot away from the little BB coming out in time, and obviously you know what happened. I shot my toe and it really, really hurt. So that was an injury, created some tension. Of course, it was through my shoe, so it didn't really create any damage, but it did hurt. So there's many crazy things that people do as kids that end up hurting themselves. I remember going down the street, no hands. I hit a mailbox, flipped upside down. It's amazing that I'm still alive. I've been off motorcycles, off cliffs, hitting trees, wrapped myself around poles, telephone poles, all these things. I had wrestling injuries, fracturing a lot of different bones, including my neck, shoulder, and leg. So that would be an example of stressors. And then you have surgery, removing of your thyroid, your appendix, your tonsils. That would be a stress to the body. And infection, sore throats, viruses, sinus, that would be a stress. You also have physical stress of going through your menstrual cycle every single month and having that experience. You also have the emotional stress of any losses, the stress of being married, having kids, having upsets, family stresses. You have chemical stresses. Drinking alcohol is a chemical stress. Eating a lot of junk food is a chemical stress over a period of time. You know, creating trauma on the pancreas and the adrenal and the liver. So you have that stress. And you have exercise, maybe over-exercising. Now, exercise can reduce stress if it's low intensity. And so I'll come back to that in another video. But these are stressors that cause body stress, which is an inappropriate body reaction if it's chronic. In other words, when things stay there too long and become chronic, that would be an inappropriate body reaction because you're supposed to, your body's supposed to adapt and remove the tension long after the injury. But really, what happens if this is present time and this is your past, your body, parts of your body are still reacting to these older injuries and traumas and situations. So that's pretty much how it works. And then as you get older, this tension builds up, and you'll see people, their posture becomes over like this. They become really tight. They have a lot of stiffness and tension. So body stress is an inappropriate body reaction. It's basically certain muscles and tissues that are in a contracted state, and they will not relax or turn off. Okay? So at a very small microscopic level, body stress is the inability for certain parts of your body to turn off. Let's take a look at when you go to sleep at night. If you lay there and you just are aware of your body, you might find your head won't turn off, your mind won't turn off, you feel restlessness in your legs, tension in the chest, tension in your back. That tension prevents you from sleeping. It prevents you from rejuvenating. It prevents you from recovering. And guess what? That's going to prevent you from losing weight because fat burning must occur in the recovery phase or the rest period when you're sleeping, not during stress. Okay? So that's the relationship between body tension because it activates a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone by the adrenal gland, and that hormone has the capacity of producing fat around the organs internally, deep inside around your intestines. That would be called visceral fat, deep abdominal visceral fat, that your body's trying to protect the vital organs by holding fat around the gut. But body tension is another protective mechanism because If you stub your toe and the toe starts to develop like scar tissue, body stress is going to, that tension is going to protect it by stopping the motion. So your toe doesn't move like it should, or your back or your joints don't move like they should. So body stress actually stops motion in the body. So we have a contracted state, we have a lack of motion in the body. So it's really a loss of communication in that body part that creates this random tightness. Because when you injure yourself or traumatize, you lose communication. And when you lose communication into a body part, let's say your pancreas, then the pancreas does what it wants to do, and it can produce a lot of insulin, and then it gets burnt out. Or let's say you have a toe that's damaged, and you lose feeling and circulation and lymph flow and communication. It becomes numb. So old injuries stop motion and create tension and create a situation where you have a lack of healing in that body part. So body stress is tension or tightness, and it gets stuck in the body, it accumulates, and there's several things that we do to remove or diminish body stress. Number one, we want the person to sleep. We have to fix the person's sleep because that's where they recover, that's where they heal, that's where they recharge. And in order to sometimes sleep, you have to remove the body stress. But then body stress does improve with sleeping, so we use acupressure to remove body stress as our main tool. So acupressure is a unique technique, and I developed it, so it's not traditional, it's not like working on the muscles generally. It's a specialized technique that I found that works on the turn-off mechanism and the turn-on mechanism. So you have this muscle that's not turning off, it's stuck on. So this technique turns that body part off, so you actually release the tension and you elongate the muscles and you relax the body. So that's why we get a big history of all the things that ever happened to you, injuries, surgeries, infections, etc., etc. And then we apply the technique to all those body parts in the location where you traumatize yourself, we're not really extracting stress, we're basically getting the body to turn off and relax in those areas, because really this body stress is a reaction to the stress. It's not something stress is not something you can bottle, it's just your body is stuck on, and so we have to turn it off. And when you use acupressure and put the person into a really good relaxed state, now they can sleep, now they have motion, now they have nerve circulation, blood flow, they have more communication, and now they'll have better recovery. And with recovery comes better metabolism and more weight loss, so that's kind of how it works. Good nutrition is also important in reducing body stress, especially certain minerals like calcium and potassium. And then of course exercise. Walking is really good to reduce body stress. It might be temporary, but it's still a valid therapy. So we have sleeping, exercising, acupressure, we have nutrition, and changing of environment. Sometimes if you're in a job that's very, very stressful, you need to get another job, change your environment. If you're in a marriage that's stressful, you have to change that situation. So you, just by going on a vacation, your change of environment is very good for body stress, and people sleep from that. So I just wanted to kind of create a little video on what body stress really is and the tools to extract this from the body by basically working and turning the body off and reducing tension.